Welcome to Weekly Fantasy Update for week number 4. This week's matchup, we got the whooping of the week, is a 100-point smashing of everyone's favorite dildo, sex toy, the man amongst memes, the Lord of the Memes, Nick, got beat 236 to 136 by the Night King, which is Nestor's team. Then we have another thrashing this week by the top scoring team in the league, Girly Top and Bell Bottoms, with a 246-point victory. No, not point victory, sorry. 246-point to 157-point victory over Boom Shanwi. That's another 80-plus point win. That's fucking... Then, in another victory, we got Adrian continuing his win streak of 1 since he lost last week. So he rebounded and he beat Jan Michael Vincent, who was the number 1 team coming into this week, 158 to 141, 17-point margin of victory. Then you have the People's Champion, La Paipa, that's me. We get another victory, so we're back at 500. We're climbing back. We're not under mediocrity this time. We beat Fuck Off, which is Caesar, who has been sliding. That's 3 losses in a row. And that's a 160-point victory. 160 points to 124. So that's a 36-point margin of victory. Yeah. Then we got a crushing defeat for the champion, Bud Kilmer, which is Julio's team.
That fumbled out.
He lost literally by 1 point something to Maurice's Big Things Poppin' with 2 straight victories. That means this week's standings are now updated. Girly Top and Bell Bottoms climbs up to number 1 as there is no longer an undefeated team. And he is the top dog, the top 3-1 team, highest scoring team in the league. Arthur's trying to make a resurgence since he's been terrible these last couple of seasons. But we'll see what happens. Then the second place team is Adrian, who climbs up 2 spots this week and is also 3-1. Then staying at third is the Night King, Nestor, another 3-1 team. The bottom of the 3-1 teams was last week's top dog, and now he slides 3 spots down to be the 4th 3-1 team. And now we have the top of the 2-2 teams with Big Things Poppin', who is Maurice. Who you remember the first 2 weeks he was looking like a dildo candidate. So now he's back in contention at 2-2. He is the top 500 team. Then we have Julio sliding down from 5th to 6th this week at 2-2 also. So he's 6th place. Then we have the People's Champion climbing up 2 spots, sneaking into where playoff should be, is me, yourself, the last of the 2-2 teams, the bottom 500 team, but we're climbing. We're trying to keep the train going. Then we got the top 1-3 team at seat 8, everyone's favorite team, the Lord of the Memes himself, Nick. Then we have in 9th place, we have the 1-3 Fuck Off, which is Caesar's team. So he's the bottom of the 1-3 teams now at 9th. Then we got the winless wonder himself, the possible dildo candidate, Boom Shanwi, which is Edgar's team. Still cannot get a victory. Now in week 5's matchup, we have the Night King 3-1 going up against Maurice's Big Things Poppin', who is on a 2-week win streak. So he's trying to keep it going. The top dog himself, Girly Top and Bell Bottoms, going up against last week's number 1. So this week's number 1 is going up against last week's number 1. We're going to see who can be the true one. Then we got Edgar, the winless wonder, going up against the living dildo himself, the Lord of the Memes, in the Battle of Bottoms. Then we got a family affair with Caesar's Fuck Off going up against Adrian's Suckalaming. And the showdown of the week, we got last year's championship rematch, Julio's Bud Kilmer going up against the People's Champ, La Paipa's team. But yeah, that's this week's fantasy update. Tune in next week to see who is in and who is not in the winner's circle. And yeah.